Archangel Michael says, do not ignore this warning. A shadow has been lurking beneath the surface, moving quietly but dangerously in your path. It started the moment a photograph of you was placed beneath a cursed candle, burning black wax, summoned in secrecy, ignited with ill intentions. This act was not random, it was ritual. A person driving a black SUV has been involved in more than one dark gathering with a single goal: to gain control over your destiny. They thought no one would notice, but the energy surrounding you has already shifted, and Archangel Michael is making sure you hear this message in time. There was a time you brushed off strange dreams or sudden chills in the room, but now those were not coincidences. This was spiritual tampering, a force sent to drain your light, cloud your mind, and confuse your heart. The candle was a trap, your image beneath it was the binding. A name was spoken aloud during the ritual, your name. 3 times, each with growing intensity and intent. They didn't want your money, they didn't want your house, they wanted your soul, your influence, your light. But the divine realm is responding swiftly now. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You may have noticed that certain plans began falling apart suddenly, with no clear explanation. Opportunities slipping away, people treating you coldly, or even unprovoked anger coming from loved ones. These are all signs that the ritual is already impacting your atmosphere. A woman was seen handing something over in a small brown envelope, right after meeting the driver of the SUV behind a gas station. Inside that envelope was an item that used to belong to you, a personal belonging. Something they used to link you to their dark working. Archangel Michael says they underestimated who you truly are. You are chosen. You are shielded. And now, you are being awakened before it is too late. The cursed candle was meant to burn for 7 hours uninterrupted. But at the 6th hour, a crack was heard, your angel stepped in, and the wax dripped in reverse. That night, the mirror in their room broke, unprovoked. Type Amen to get blessing 712. That black SUV has been circling your area. Don't ignore it if you felt like someone's watching or following you. They're not simply watching you for envy, they're watching to find the right time to strike spiritually. But heaven is not asleep. A light brighter than any flame is surrounding you now. As you read this, the interference is being exposed, and divine judgment is preparing to descend on those involved. They've written your name on parchment soaked in dark oils and tied it with hair that doesn't belong to you. But the angels have seen it. That spell is breaking in the spirit as this message reaches your hands. This isn't the first time they've done this to someone, but it will be the last. Because this time, their target is an anointed one. And what is sealed by God cannot be overtaken by darkness. Type Amen to get blessing 84. You are being guided away from certain paths because traps were laid there. That meeting you missed, that bus you didn't catch, that unexpected cancellation, it was divine protection in disguise. Someone close to you has unknowingly been manipulated by the same force. Their attitude toward you changed recently, as if under a fog. They don't know they're being used as a bridge to reach you emotionally. But Archangel Michael says, your light is too strong. The more they push, the more exposed they become. Their plan is crumbling under the weight of divine justice. Your home is about to be swept clean. That strange energy in your bedroom, the constant tiredness, it will be gone in 48 hours. You are not alone in this battle. Type Amen to get blessing 1102. Late last night, someone parked outside your residence for exactly 13 minutes. A sensor picked them up, but they disabled nearby cameras. They held a box in their hand, but they left with it. Something scared them away. That wasn't just instinct, that was your guardian angel roaring in spirit. You don't have to be loud to be protected. Heaven is always on alert for your safety. You've been feeling like something's pressing on your chest in the middle of the night. That was not anxiety, it was a spiritual heaviness that's now being lifted. They can't hold you down anymore. A woman with a long braid and red bangles was seen entering a spiritual center 3 towns away. She whispered your name there. But the candle she lit refused to catch flame. Your protection is stronger than they imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 1277. In the next few days, a message will come from someone you once trusted. Do not rush to reply. The person sending it has been influenced and their intentions are not clear. If someone asks to borrow something, especially personal items like clothes, jewelry, or pictures, refuse immediately. These items can be spiritually connected. Guard your things like gold now. There's a blessing trying to reach you, but it's been delayed 3 times because of spiritual interference. Archangel Michael is clearing the way now. You will feel a sudden rush of peace when it's done. The person in the black SUV is about to be exposed. Something will go wrong on their side, and their own people will start turning on them. There will be a fallout. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. An animal has sensed something too. If your pet has been acting strange, staring into corners, or growling at nothing, it's not random. They see what you cannot see. But you are being armed now. Not with weapons of this world, but spiritual fire. A fire that no cursed candle can overpower. A breakthrough is forming at your feet, even if you can't see it yet. They tried to collapse your foundation, but all they've done is reveal their own fault lines. A reversal is happening now. You'll notice some electronics around you start glitching. This is a side effect of spiritual warfare. As long as your spirit stays aligned with light, no attack can land successfully. Type Amen to get blessing 1333. There's a man who knows more than he's saying. He's seen the woman who performed this act. He's watched from afar, hoping he won't get caught in the consequences. He has a chance to confess, but his fear is controlling him. Still, the angels have marked his conscience. He won't sleep in peace until the truth surfaces. Archangel Michael says your name is written on a heavenly scroll. Every attempt to manipulate it will fail. The candle may burn, the photo may rest beneath, but your essence is unreachable to them. They forgot that the divine does not answer to dark flames. You are chosen, protected, unmovable. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. A gust of wind will enter your home unexpectedly. Do not be afraid, it is not chaos, it is cleansing. Airborne protection is sweeping through. You may find an old belonging from your past soon. A lost earring, a torn piece of cloth, a dusty letter. When you find it, hold it tightly. It will be the key to reconnecting with a forgotten power inside you. There is someone trying to imitate your voice, on a recording, in a spiritual ritual, or through words spoken against you. But the heavens know the real vibration of your soul. They can never replicate what they do not carry. You are about to be publicly acknowledged by someone who once ignored you. They've seen the shift in your energy. They'll soon admit they were wrong. Type Amen to get blessing 2220. The cursed candle is no longer burning. It extinguished itself 2 days ago, even though it was supposed to last 3 nights. Their ritual has failed. But they will try one last time before giving up completely. Be alert during twilight hours. That's when they believe the veil is weakest. You are being advised not to travel alone at night for the next 3 days. Keep your light strong and your space sacred. The less fear you carry, the more protection surrounds you. A woman will try to return something she once took from you. Don't accept it. That object carries remnants of negative energy and should not re-enter your home. Type Amen to get blessing 1888. At exactly 3:17 a.m., someone muttered your name in regret. Their plan had backfired already by then. They realized too late that messing with your destiny came at a terrible price. You will hear of their misfortune soon. But don't celebrate it, stay neutral, stay covered. Let the divine realm handle what your hands do not need to touch. Your tears are being counted. Your sighs are being heard. Your name is being spoken in rooms where blessings are assigned. They saw you in a vision, radiant, rising above the black SUV that once threatened you. That's the version of you that will now manifest. Untouchable. Empowered. Rising. Type Amen to get blessing 3000. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says the tables have turned. The very candle they used to bind your future is now tracing them back with consequences. What they lit in secrecy will now expose them in public. They underestimated how spiritually awake you truly are. They thought silence meant weakness, but your stillness was strength, your calmness was your calling aligning. That black SUV is no longer a threat but a witness to their defeat. You will hear someone mention a strange smell soon, something like burnt herbs or sharp oils. That smell was part of the ritual, but its presence now signals that their energy has backfired. They're panicking, because the forces they summon no longer obey them. A curse without permission cannot land. They used your photo, but they never had your consent. Now, everything they attempted is breaking against divine walls surrounding you. Type Amen to get blessing 431. In their desperation, they reached out to someone overseas, a practitioner known for extreme rituals. But even that person refused when your name was spoken. A cold shiver ran down their spine when your photo appeared. This shows the protection around you is not limited to time or place. It's not just local, it's universal. Angels guard you in dimensions beyond sight. If you've been seeing repeated numbers like 1111 or 444, it's not coincidence. These are signs that heaven is actively working around you. Synchronicities have now replaced sabotage. The next 48 hours are pivotal. You'll notice signs intensify, both small and mighty. What was hidden will rise, and your justice will take form in unexpected ways. Type Amen to get blessing 1110. Someone you've been distant from will suddenly reach out, but be cautious. They might have been influenced by the person behind the black SUV. They may not be a danger themselves, but they're a pawn unknowingly being moved. You must protect your sleep in the coming days. Burn incense, cleanse your room, and shield your dreams. Nighttime has been their chosen hour, but now you will take it back. The cursed candle, dark and dripping with intent, has been replaced by a heavenly flame. A spiritual fire burns for your name now, lighting your path forward. They cannot dim it. Archangel Michael stood before the flame as it attempted to burn you in effigy. But nothing divine burns in darkness. Instead, it shattered the altar into pieces. Type Amen to get blessing 922. You may soon be invited to a location you've never been before. Pause. Pray. The invitation might seem harmless, but it's not where you're supposed to go. Not every open door is a divine one. Some are traps disguised in politeness, built by hands that envy your destiny. Trust the delays. Trust your gut. Your image was once used to summon control, but now it will be elevated in light. The same photo will be seen again, not under a candle, but on a platform, where your purpose is declared boldly. They thought they owned your name, but your name is about to become a flame in their shadow. What they tried to bury is about to bloom. Type Amen to get blessing 1447. You are about to meet someone who unknowingly has a message for you. It will come in a sentence that seems random. But you will feel it resonate deep in your soul. Pay attention to small talk. Sometimes heaven hides messages in whispers, in the spaces people overlook. This moment is one of divine alignment. Your energy will begin shifting, starting at your feet. You may feel tingling, a warmth, or a sudden urge to clean, to move, to release. Follow that instinct. It is heaven stirring within you. They once used a thread soaked in dark wax and wrapped around your initials. But now a new thread is wrapping you, a divine thread of restoration, protection, and purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 655. A phone call that never came will now ring. It was blocked, delayed, intercepted by forces unseen. But the line is clear now, and so is your mind. Do not go searching for who did this. The universe already has their names written. Focus instead on stepping into the blessings that were paused because of their interference. Soon, you will dream of water, stairs, or flying. These are divine symbols of elevation and cleansing. Your spirit is being prepared for a higher level of calling. Archangel Michael says that those who mock your path will soon watch it flourish. You don't need revenge when favor is enough. Your elevation will be their mirror. Type Amen to get blessing 1007. Even nature has responded to this energy shift. Birds will sing differently near your home. Trees will sway a bit longer as you pass. The atmosphere is clearing. A curse can only work where there is fear. But your faith is now fire. And fire consumes anything unclean. Your name, once whispered in spells, is now being shouted in angelic circles. What they tried to steal, heaven will multiply. You will not just recover, you will overflow. Something buried will come to light. A hidden truth, a conversation, a secret. It will release a burden you didn't realize you were carrying. Type Amen to get blessing 888. There was a second photo, one they kept hidden. They used it for a stronger binding. But that photo burned suddenly without explanation. They think it was a freak accident. But it was intervention. You have spiritual fire at your side, and it is consuming every root they tried to plant. The driver of the black SUV will face exposure in a way they didn't expect. Someone close to them will speak out. The web is collapsing. This is not just about your protection, it's about your rise. The obstacles they placed are becoming your stepping stones. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Very soon, someone will bring you a gift. Do not dismiss it. This gift has been delayed, but it carries spiritual unlocking properties. Receive it with intention. You're about to laugh again. Loudly. From the soul. The weight you've been carrying is no longer yours to hold. The flame that tried to consume your essence will now be used to light your victory candle. They sent it for evil, but it will now mark your breakthrough. The air is lighter now. The shadows are shrinking. Your presence is growing stronger with every passing breath. Type Amen to get blessing 3033. Archangel Michael says, what they planned in silence will be judged in the light. Your photo is no longer theirs to control. It is sacred again. Let them talk. Let them wonder. Let them panic. Because what's coming for you cannot be blocked, paused, or cursed. Tonight, sleep in peace. That tingling at the back of your neck is divine alignment. That sound you keep hearing is not a warning, it's a trumpet. Your destiny is announcing itself. You've won battles you didn't even know you were fighting. And now, your reward is beginning to arrive. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. This was never just about envy. It was about control. But now your light cannot be caged. You've broken out. Celebrate quietly. Walk with power. And never forget, you were never alone in this. The divine was always 10 steps ahead. A letter, a message, a confession, something will arrive that confirms what you've just read. It will shock you, but not break you. It will lift your chin higher. From this moment forward, your story changes. And every curse is turning into a crown. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. Archangel Michael says, they didn't just want your possessions, they wanted your essence, your power, your voice. But the forces of heaven wrapped a divine circle around you. Every time they called your name in darkness, angels called it louder in light. Their obsession became their downfall. They watched your movements, stalked your online presence, tracked your routine. All the while, unaware that their own shadows were being documented by the higher realm. Someone is about to speak up, someone from their inner circle. That person has had enough. Their guilt is boiling, and they know they cannot run from the consequence anymore. The black SUV was not just a vehicle. It was a symbol of their secrecy, of their shadow game. But that very car will soon be recognized, caught, and mentioned in a story you never expected. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. You were marked with oil at birth, an invisible mark of divine protection. That's why no ritual has succeeded. That's why they've been frustrated. You may feel a strange weight leaving your body soon. That's the residue of spiritual warfare clearing off. You are being recalibrated to your original frequency. Expect to feel lighter emotionally. Laughter is returning to your spirit. Peace is flooding your thoughts. Someone will try to return to you under the guise of love, but this time, you'll see through them clearly. The veil has lifted. What once looked sweet will now taste bitter. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. You were never meant to live in fear of what they've done. You are not cursed. You are chosen. Your legacy is not theft, it is triumph. That photo they used under the candle? The moment they touched it, your angels marked them. Now, that photo is being burned in the divine fire of reversal. Every inch, every image, cleansed. You will no longer carry spiritual burdens that were never yours. Your energy field is being resealed. The leaks have been closed. Someone with a limp, or a scar, or unique birthmark, they've been involved. But now their name is being spoken in spiritual court. Their time of hiding is ending. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Watch for signs in your sleep, especially feathers, flying, rain, or mirrors. These dream symbols mean that restoration has begun. What they stole is being returned. Archangel Michael is sending angelic soldiers to stand at your door. Not just physically, but energetically. That black SUV will pass your street one more time, but this time, it will swerve, confused, blocked, and removed. You may feel the urge to clean your space, listen to it. Your spirit is aligning with divine frequencies again. Burn incense, move things around, speak light over every corner. You will be amazed at how your thoughts shift. No more fog. No more heaviness. Only clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 1199. In a week's time, you'll receive confirmation, either by message, voice, or news, that something broke in the enemy's camp. What they plotted for months collapsed in minutes. Someone tried to keep your image in a drawer wrapped in black cloth. That drawer broke last night. The cloth unraveled on its own. They panicked. They tried to rebind. But nothing worked. Your name has been removed from every dark altar. Even now, your vibration is rising. The heaviness in your legs, the pain in your back, easing. Your spirit is aligning fully. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. You were never supposed to find this message, at least not according to them. That's why it's so important that you did. Because you're ahead now. They delayed your love life, your money, your voice, but now the delays are over. The road is opening, wide and unstoppable. A great turning point is coming on a seemingly normal day. Mark it. That's the day when everything changes. Someone will call your name in joy instead of control. They will speak yo. Truth in a room where your worth was once denied. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. Your photo, once placed beneath a cursed candle, is now being raised into light. Symbolically and spiritually, your image is transforming from victim to victor. Watch your reflection, it will glow differently. That's not just physical. That's spiritual radiance. Even devices around you will begin responding to your new energy, brightness shifting, songs randomly playing that speak to your soul, time aligning in patterns. The person who lit the candle thought they were in charge. But they woke something ancient and powerful in you. They will now fear what they thought they could manipulate. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You are the light they couldn't dim. The fire they couldn't control. The voice they couldn't silence. Now, the flame is in your hands. Not the one that cursed, but the one that redeems. Use it to purify your journey. Speak only life over yourself now. Their words have no power. Your words create. Archangel Michael says, walk forward. The path is no longer blocked. What they feared most is happening, you're rising, louder, freer, more unstoppable than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 1441.